Christmas is almost here, which means it's almost over too. And in today's video, I wanted to go through things that you can do after Christmas to get you set up for the year ahead. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything budgeting, saving, frugal living, and right now everything to do with Christmas. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So what things do you need to do after Christmas? Everyone talks about the build up to Christmas and the things that we can do to save money and budgeting and having family traditions and memories to make. But what do we do after Christmas to make next Christmas a little bit easier for us? So I want to go through 10 different things that I personally do to help me get ready for following year. Number one is I organise and declutter Christmas. So I take the Christmas tree down, I sort out all the decorations. Any that I know I'm not going to want next year, I put to one side to either throw away or to donate. And everything else, I make sure I store it in boxes, and each box is labelled so I know exactly what is in each box. And it just makes the following year much easier for me when I'm in the attic trying to find all the Christmas decorations. I know exactly what is in each box, which makes it a lot easier for me as well when I am decorating for Christmas in 2025. Like I said a moment ago, I declutter all the Christmas ornaments that I don't think I'm going to want to put out next year, and I put that to one side. But not only that, I will actually go through my son's Christmas clothes as well, and if I think they are going to be too small for him next year, I will put them in the donate or the sell pile as well. And I would try and sell those now, because people do tend to buy Christmas clothing after Christmas because it works out a little bit cheaper and they can put it away for the following year. So I'll go through the decorations, I will go through Christmas clothes, and I will go through any gifts that he may have already used and it's just packaging, or we've used the main part of it but then the rest of it is just kind of rubbish and you're keeping it just to keep it. So if we don't really need it, I would declutter all that and I put it all in one pile to donate, sell, or throw it away. And finally, when it comes to organising and decluttering, the next thing I do is organise all my gift wrapping supplies, making sure that all the gift wrapping is together, that I put elastic bands at the top and the bottom of the gift wrapping paper so it doesn't get all bent or creased or anything. Also sort out all the ribbons and the bows, and make a list of all the things that I'm going to need to buy so I can have a look in the sales ready for next year. Number two is to look at my financial review of Christmas. So I track my Christmas spending of everything that I have spent on Christmas. Was I over budget? Was I under budget? Or was I right on target? I have a look and see how much I have spent and what I spent it on, and whether it was a stupid buy or an impulse buy, or whether it was something that we actually wanted or needed for Christmas. By looking at my budget, by looking at my spending for this year, I'm able to decide next year whether I need to adjust the budget in either direction, and that gives me a bit more of somewhere to start when I'm ready to start Christmas in 2025. Also, when it comes to financial side after Christmas, is to start my savings fund straight away. So a lot of banks now have things called pots where you can have like little sinking funds. So one of my pots will be called a Christmas 2025 pot, and I will start putting money in there every single week to start saving up for Christmas next year. If you are able to start up a pot, even if you can't put anything in there on a regular basis, just put in what you can when you can. All of it is going to help you when it comes to Christmas of next year. And the final thing when it comes to the finances at Christmas is to take advantage of the sales. So my niece's birthday and my son's birthday is in January and February. So when it comes to the sales after Christmas, that is when I try and buy their birthday presents and try and take advantage of those sales. Also in the sales, if I need to buy any more decorations, I need to buy more gift wrapping, gift tags, Christmas cards, bows, ribbon, anything like that, I will pick them up in the sales and put them away ready for next year. Number three is gift management. So I go through all the gifts that we received at Christmas and I make sure that we are writing thank you notes to anybody that may have given us a gift. Also, I will look at any gifts that we have, and if it's unwanted or it's not working or for any reason I need to exchange it or refund it, I will put them to one side and I will get ready to go to the shop to make a refund on that particular item. Even though a lot of shops say their refund policy is extended until mid to the end of January, I always find that if you've got something that is broken or unwanted, it's best to go and get it done as soon as possible so you don't miss that deadline date. The next thing I do is I look at all the gifts that I may have got other people. What was well received? What was not well received? What was a waste of money? What could I have probably spent a little bit more on? I look at those kind of things and I use it as inspiration for next year. So I've got my son a few little magic trick boxes for a stocking. If he doesn't like that, if it's not something that he enjoys, then that saves me buying anything bigger next year or for his birthday. So I look at the gifts that I gave, as well as what I've received, as well as what my son has received, and see what worked and what didn't, so we don't make the same mistakes in 2025. Number 4 is start planning for next Christmas already. So like I've said previously in a few of the other points, was to go and shop the sales, get wrapping paper, ribbons, bows, Christmas cards. Even gifts, if you see them on sale and you think you have someone in your family that would really like it, then just pick it up and put it away for Christmas of 2025. Also, other things you can do ready for next Christmas is to set your budget already. So therefore, when you've got your savings pot, you've got a budget of how much you want to spend, and then you can just keep adding to that pot until you reach that amount. And one thing that I always do is I always have a little notepad in my bedside table, and throughout the year when I'm just chatting with friends and family and they mention something that they would like, I just jot it down, so when it comes to actually buying gifts for Christmas, I can have a look at that list. Is there anything that's still relevant? Is there anything that I could think of getting someone for Christmas if they haven't already got it? Number 5 is to meal prep and food management. So if you know me, you know I love to do this kind of stuff and making sure that my food goes as far as I possibly can make it. So the first thing I would do, any leftovers, I will make some extra meals, or I will just freeze any leftover excess food that I can, ready to use at another point. If you want to see my video on how to use up leftovers and what to do with leftovers at Christmas, I will link that video in a description box below for you. If you have leftovers at Christmas, rather than just throw it away, actually see if you can use it to make another meal, or whether you can just freeze it as it is to use for another time. Another good thing to do when it comes to food at Christmas is to have a look in your cupboards and see what you used at Christmas that you may need to restock. So if you've baked a lot over Christmas, done cookies and cakes, you may need to restock flour, sugar, spices, or anything like that. Also, really good time to go Christmas shopping is Christmas Eve afternoon, evening, to get the yellow stickers that you can restock your fridge with. And if you go shopping when the shops open again after Christmas, do check out their yellow sticker section, because if a tin or a box has been broken or dented, even though the food is absolutely fine and the best before date is in 2025, 2026, then they're only getting rid of it because the tin is dented or the box is broken. Go and have a look and restock your cupboard ready for the future, because in January, money is always a little bit tight for everybody. So if you can get some clearance items and restock your cupboards and your freezer at this time, it's going to be really beneficial and save you some extra pennies throughout the new year. Number 6 is to prepare for the sales. I've mentioned this before in previous points as well, but one thing I like to do with the sales is I look at how many birthdays I've got coming up over the next few months, and I actually shop for my family's birthday presents, not just for Christmas. If I can find something in the sales for their birthday, then I will buy that and put that away for 2025 birthday celebrations. If I can find things for Christmas, I will, but I'm mainly looking for birthdays. A lot of people, when they go into the sales, they are looking for Christmas gifts for 2025, or they are looking for some extra things that they might want themselves. But one thing I have learned quite quickly being a single mum was to actually shop for birthdays, because I'm going to have them before Christmas, and if I can shop for them and get them put away, and not only will that then help me save money, but it will help me save time nearer those birthdays. Number 7 is planning ahead for the calendar year of 2025. So what worked this year, what didn't? Was going to see Santa a big hit, or was it something that maybe we can wait a couple of years, or is it done? I think this is my final year, but we will see. So is that something that I need to counter in for next year? Do we still want to go and see the pantomime next year? Is there anything that you may have missed out on this year that you'd like to do next year? So adding that into a little note on the calendars. So most calendars you get these days, if you still have the wall ones, do have notes on the side of the calendar. So on the notes on December, I usually put on there things that I would like to try and do for Christmas of 2025. So when I turn over the calendar for December, I can see the things that I wanted to do. You could even put that in November's if you wanted to get a head start on the planning. Also, I do plan my year ahead if I got anything big coming up for the year of 2025. So next year, my son and I are going on our first Disney cruise in 2025. So that's something that I need to plan for, plus birthdays. Plus we're going to Butlins for a weekend away as well. So all those things are things that I need to plan for the year ahead. I know it's not overly Christmas related, but I like to get a head start on what I've got going on in 2025. Number 8 is to reflect and reset after the Christmas period. Now, most of us are stressed, are busy, got a lot going on. Our brains feel like it's pulled in 50 million different directions with what's going on just in our general lives, and then putting Christmas on top of that is just an absolute mess. So making sure that after Christmas, between the Christmas and New Year, when no one knows what's going on, to take a day or take some time just to reset yourself and reflect on Christmas itself, the actual day, and reflect on how you felt and what you could do better for next year to not make you feel so overwhelmed and stressed out. Could you plan early? Could you not do a few of the things that you did this year? Resetting and reflecting will not only ground you, but will get you ready for the new year of 2025. Number 9 is to focus on your well-being. Now, first of all, at Christmas, we all overindulge, don't we? We all eat all the food. Even if we're not hungry, we're going to keep eating. A lot of people do it, and that's absolutely fine to do that. But one thing I do straight after Christmas, and I've done my overindulging, is I get straight back onto my well-being. I eat a lot more fruit, a lot more vegetables. I still have my treats, but I minimize them a little bit more so that I'm not overindulging. I'm making sure that I'm eating good, hearty, healthy meals. I get straight back into my workouts on Boxing Day. Sometimes that for me means that I'm getting the weights out and I'm doing some weight training, resistant band work, or it could just mean, do you know what, I'm not feeling overly good. I'm just going to go for a nice long walk and start my fitness regime nice and slowly and easing myself back into it. But looking after my physical health, making sure I'm exercising and eating good, healthy meals with lots of fruit and vegetables is something I try and get back into pretty much around the 27th, 28th of December to try and refuel my body and reset my body. It's also important to take care of your mental health. If you found Christmas a very difficult period, try and do something that's going to lift your spirits, that's going to bring you a little bit of joy. And number 10 is to keep the festive spirit alive. So look at all the photos that you took over the Christmas period. Maybe getting them printed out on free prints, which is 45 free prints, and all you've got to do is pay post and packaging. Maybe make a photo album with them, or you can actually get a photo book where they actually make the book for you. But creating something with the photos that you took and making those memories, reflecting back on some happy times that you may have had with your family. By making a photo album or by making a scrapbook is going to be something that keeps the festive spirit alive. Another good thing you could do as well is to plan some winter activities, whether it's going for a nice winter walk or paying for a little extra trip maybe between the Christmas and New Year period, or deciding to plan a big holiday in 2025 and sitting down with the family so you've got something to look forward to. Now, if you are on your own at Christmas, make sure that you are spending some time doing something that you really love. Maybe speak to someone if you've got somebody, a friend or a family member. Just giving them a call and having a 10-15 minute chat, wishing them a Merry Christmas, asking how they are, will really lift your spirits. I'm on my own on Christmas Day afternoon, and I will speak to a few family members just to feel that little bit of connection. But mainly I like to spend it on my own and do the things that I want to do anyway. But if you are completely by yourself, do reach out to someone that can help. There are a lot of different charities out there as well that you can call just to have a chat. You don't have to feel that you're a burden or anything else. Just ring up somebody, just have a little chat to make you not feel so alone. And on Christmas Day, go out there and just buy yourself a little treat that you can have and enjoy on Christmas Day. But if you are on your own on Christmas Day this year and you are feeling very lonely, know that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are a person that matters in this world. And even though things may be tough right now, it's not going to be like it forever. And something that I've always said to myself when I'm going through a bad time is, When there's rain, there's always sun, and when there's sun, there's always rain. You just got to keep going forward and everything will work out exactly how it's supposed to. So my heart is with you. I'm sending you so much love. Please make sure that you reach out to someone, or that you do something that you really love, or buy yourself a little treat just for the day. That is my 10 tips for you to do after the Christmas period to get ready for 2025 and Christmas of 2025 as well. But what ideas do you have? Let me know in the comment box below. If you found value from this video, don't forget to share it with another person so they might find some helpful tips as well. Hit that like button so I know that you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.